This video has for purpose to provide an overview of the steps I followed to create my course shell in Canvas. During these steps, I developed 7 different sections: the home page, modules, assignments, quizzes, discussions, the chat room, and the gradebook. To set up the home page, I went to Settings, and it opened to a page with my name and email information. I clicked Edit to input the information about the course in the Rich Content Editor. Then I made an announcement to welcome students to the course and to give them a start by introducing themselves and to get to know their learning community. Then I created the first module to start establishing the learning path for my students. I added some learning content to provide students with the course materials they needed to start learning from. I used a PowerPoint presentation that included the Spanish alphabet, illustrated dialogues containing greetings and personal introduction phrases. All content was provided with sound for students to help pronounce correctly and for accessibility. Using Word, I created a grammar lesson that also included some cultural tips on how greetings differ between Hispanic countries. A next setting was including some external tools that provide learners of medical Spanish with sample routine dialogues with Spanish-speaking patients. In the module section, I encountered a technical problem. Turned out that links were not taking students directly to those external tools. I realized that I had to attach them in the Pages section. So for that purpose, I created these 2 categories of external links. I created 2 categories of external tools: Basic Spanish and Professional Spanish. The assignment section was the next setting. The Add Assignment button was the next. Opens to the Rich Content Editor, where I wrote the instructions for the assignment. I entered the possible points and the due date. In this activity, students were to demonstrate master of the content in Lesson 1. The activity included a dictation from a recording I made on the text editor, writing Spanish names with sounds like ñ, che, ly, and creating dialogues based on prompts. At the end, students were to download the test, write the answers, and submit it in the assignment section. To communicate students the expectations, a rubric was the best tool. I created the first one from the template that is provided. I added the criteria, ratings, and points. The total shows automatically the final grade. A quiz was the next activity to set up. This was a challenging task. Shuffle answers option was a dilemma for me. Keeps students from guessing your favorite. So it was ideal for my quiz. I also had to select from quiz type, assignment group, and allow multiple attempts. I allowed 3 times to give students the opportunity to improve their grades. The high scores is final. Due date has to be set up after the quiz is finished. Wow, the total grade was easy to get. All I had to do was enter the value of each question and the total would appear automatically. In editing the multiple choice questions, I had a technical problem. After I had recorded all sounds for the multiple choice question, I realized that they needed to be recorded individually in order to account the points. It was going to be a lot of work recording again. As you can see, I had several sounds here recorded. There was in all 8. But I found a solution. I managed to copy and paste each sound at a time into an individual question at one point each. Then I created the fill in the blank questions, and last, the true-false questions. I made a total of 20 points. I finally created the first discussion forum. I wrote the information and instructions to open the discussions. The assignment consisted in a PowerPoint presentation of 12, between 12 and 14 slides. It should include greetings, personal introduction, and doctor-nurse routine questions. Students had to post it in the discussion forum for peer review and submit it in the assignments section. In the discussion forum, they had to answer what they had learned from this activity and their expectations from the course, and reply to at least 2 peers. Possible points, 20 points per activity. And the performance criteria is a rubric. Each one of the activities, the PowerPoint presentation, and the discussion forum questions had a different rubric. The chat activity was a great icebreaker. I created the chat activity for a warm-up to motivate the class. 2 hours duration to encourage them to work in a live chat. Students had to find a partner to role-play doctor, patient, using routine questions prepared prior to the activity. There's no grade for this activity, but extra credit points based on punctuality, class preparation, and comments. The extra points help them raise their grades. The grading book section had been automatically added onto the course shell. There were already some generic percentages that totaled 100%. It was up to me to enter the percentage of each task. Wow! It was easy to click the gear wheel button and select Manage Assignment Group Weighting, to assign percentages to each assignment. Chat was 5%, quizzes 25%, discussions 30%, and assignments 40%. Here I opened an extra column that I called Extra Non-Graded Activities. This has been a summary of the creation of my course shell in Canvas. So far, I have enjoyed very much creating it. I find it very easy to manage and of easy access to students. It has been a real challenge, but also a great learning experience for me creating my course shell and also making this video. I hope that you will learn something from it. Thank you.